What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is episode 25 of SUPforce Live. I'm your host, Diehard M, and we have a special guest today. Before we get to him and all about him, we're going to talk to you about SUPforce. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new and do not know about SUPforce, we are the world's premier cross-platform support community. Doesn't matter where you stream at or where you create your content, whether it's Twitter, Twitch, DLive, Mixer, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anything. I probably said Twitter twice. Don't care. That's how much we care about it. We could say it twice. We care about you and we will support you no matter where you are. We bring everybody together, and that is what we love to do. We love to bring people together, and we are not just a community, we are a family. We are, all about camaraderie and making sure to help each other out, and we truly are a big family. And if you are interested in learning more about SUPforce, you can join our Discord at discord.gg/SUPforce. I'm sure somebody will put it out there because we're not using the website because the website's not live right now. So we are going to be using discord.gg/SUPforce. So click on it, check us out, and you won't be sorry that you did it. Trust me on that. We are 646 users strong on the server, and we are grinding ever so close to Discord partner, and very, very, very happy that we are almost there. So believe me, everybody, thank you so much for participating and being here today. Just a couple things we got going on in SUPforce right now. We have our Art a Day program going on in our art channel on our page. If you go on there and each day put a new piece of art and tag it with hashtag Art a Day, you will get some easy bonus XP for that. Our leader for the art channel is Madly. She takes care of that for you guys, and she has been doing a dynamite bang-up job on there. We also have our SUPforce channel, which is headed by one of our mods, Dizzy. And I believe what we're doing right now is a pizza challenge. So if you put up a picture of pizza in the channel, whether it is either you ordered it from a company or you make it yourself, just no frozen pizza, like no Tombstone, Red Baron, anything like that. You post those pictures up there and tag it with hashtag SUPforce. You'll get extra XP for that as well. Also, remember, anything you do here in this chat, okay, you can boost it in the boost channel as well. You can just hit it with the hashtag chat, hashtag lurk, hashtag follow, and make sure you are, because I always screw this up, we're going to make sure that you have to add Augustus with the Twitch emote, and you will get those extra boosts as well. And also remember that if you're participating in this chat, at the end of it, make sure you put in the boost chat hashtag podcast at me Diehard with the Twitch emote, and I will be giving out 2,500 XP for anybody who's participated. You just can't lurk. You just can't lurk. So really appreciate that. And Dizzy said any kind of pizza. We can do frozen now. All right. So you can use frozen pizza. So yeah, exactly. You get that DiGiorno. You put that out there. The Screamin' Sicilian is one I've seen before in the frozen food section. So hit them with any of them, any pizza at all. Put it out there and you will get some extra XP. So that brings us to the matter at hand. And the gentleman that we are speaking with today, he is our featured creator. He's an awesome guy. Love him to death. He's got one of the biggest hearts you'll ever see too as well. Even though he shows an imposing presence when you see him on screen, he is a big teddy bear at heart, and I love him to death. He is an awesome individual. He's our featured creator for 2 weeks. So anything you hit him on his socials, whether it be following, commenting, liking, or anything, you get an extra 25% boost for it. So make sure you hit all of this stuff, okay? Check him out every time he streams. Whenever he goes live, he'll put a post up, and it'll go through all the channels, and you can hit him up and chat with him. You won't be sorry you did. He is the one, the only, the Yoshi Show. There he is.
Push buttons.
It's all right. Pushing buttons are hard. What's up, Yoshi? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Happy to have you here, man. I really appreciate you making the time to be with us today. It is awesome. We are so glad to have you here.
Appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun so far. So
that's good, man. I'm glad. You know, it's a no-brainer for you to be a feature creator, man. You've definitely held the values of SUPforce, you know, high for everybody. You know, you really exemplify what it means to support the support, and you know, we really appreciate and love having you as a part of the community.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
Why don't you take a couple minutes here and just talk to the people about yourself? Anything that you want to share right off the bat, or anything, just go ahead and talk to them, and you know, just so everybody knows in the chat too as well. Let's hold off on questions until I prompt for them, and make sure you at SUPforce so they highlight for me so I see them. Okay, so make sure it's at SUPforce, and wait until I'll prompt for them, and I'll say, okay, let's start getting those questions in, and when we get done talking with Yoshi here, okay, and we'll definitely get to your guys' questions.
All right. You know, if you don't know me, I'm Yoshi. I play a lot of Apex. I try to play different games sometimes, but that's basically what I just do. I love playing with my friends, you know, that usual stuff. I'm a father of 4. Well, 6 if you include my dogs. We started out, actually wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't for my buddy San. We started on a Mixer. We came to Twitch, and then we met SUPforce and just kind of went from there. It's been a lot of fun so far, so definitely loving it.
That's good.
And I love the community. Like, you guys are all amazing. Like, I want to get that out of the way now. Like, seriously amazing.
Well, one thing's for sure is we're only as amazing as the people that are built around us, and you know, you being one of those is, you know, shows you right there that, you know, we're surrounded by great people.
It was amazing. Like my first, I think my first week in SUPforce, everybody got me the hype zone. I made affiliate in a day. Like, it was just amazing. So I appreciate everybody for that. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. So you came to SUPforce by way of Elmo? Is that what I'm?
No, it was Lightyear that got us in there.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
But I've been playing with. I've been only streaming since I met Sam.
Okay.
That was a year ago now.
All right. What was your first game that you streamed?
Apex.
Was it Apex?
Yep.
Okay.
It was Apex, and then I try to do. Right now, I've been trying to get into BioShock. I know it's kind of an old game, but
such a great game.
I never finished 2, so that's where we're at now.
Do you have all 3?
Yep, I have all 3.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but 3 Infinite, BioShock Infinite, was phenomenal. It was highly underrated, and when you play through it, you'll definitely see it circle all the way back around to 1. Like, when you first play it, you're like, this is nothing like the first 2. I don't get this. But as you go through it, you will get it towards the end of it, that it'll be like, holy shit, it all ties it all together. And you're like, wow, it is seriously a major mind F. Okay. And when
that's
it's
good to know. It's gonna be exciting. So I did start it a little bit. I did cheat. I went to, like, you know, started it up and did that whole thing. So
yeah, because when they remastered it, I bought them all on Xbox One X because I had them for 360. But when they remastered them, I wanted the newer versions, and I bought all 3 of them, and I literally went in order and played them all the way through. And it was so good. It was so good to play it. Makes me kind of want to play it again, but I got my dealings with Kevin that I have to deal with, so, you know, first I got to get through all that. What was the first console you ever owned?
Believe it or not, when I was younger, I used to collect fish, and I had a lot of fish tanks. Well, my buddy wanted to get rid of his PlayStation, so I traded it for a fish tank, and that's how I started gaming.
You traded a fish tank for a PlayStation 1?
Yep.
Awesome.
And, I mean, I played Nintendo and stuff like that, but, you know, I was really an outside kid until
Right.
PlayStation got me.
What was the first game you had for PlayStation that you played?
Um, Probably the one I can remember was Soul Reaper. I think was it Soul Reaper? Oh
Soul Calibur?
no, it was like a vampire game where he was like a busted up vampire. He was all blue.
Oh my god,
Oh man,
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
I can't remember.
We're
Save
gonna
my
do
life.
we're gonna do a little
I'd Soul something.
I'm gonna do a little digging here real quick. PlayStation 1 vampire game.
Soul
Soul
Reaver.
Reaver. Legacy of
Yes.
Kain. Legacy of Kain. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I played Legacy of Kain. Because they had two of them. They came out with two. And the second one wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, no, it was kind of really let down.
Yeah. Legacy of Kain was the actual game, but it was Soul Reaver was the end of it. But yeah, I remember playing the hell out of that game all the time. I loved that game.
It's one of those games where you wish I could get again, just play it.
Well, it's funny because I was looking at Twitter and this one guy said, he put up a Twitter post and there was like hundreds of responses to it, and it was if you could remake any game or remaster any game, okay, what game would it be? And it could be anything. It could be anything at all. And for me, it's always SOCOM because that was my game that got me into multiplayer online gaming was SOCOM, and I would love to have a remake of that. And I would so try to get a PlayStation if they remade that game and brought it out. But what would be like a game that if you could remaster it to where you bring it up to today's graphics, not change the gameplay or anything like that? It's a remaster, not a reboot.
All right, so I love fighting games. I've always been a huge fighting game fan, so it would have to be Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Like the first Mortal Kombat.
The original.
I would love to see that. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Like, because they use like actual people to make the thing. I'd love to see that again. I'd love to see something like that style, just pushed a little harder. Like
Right.
like have actual fatalities where their heads are getting split apart and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you had to have the code in order to get the blood splatter, even though how cheesy the blood was. But it was when you
spurts.
got it, yeah, you thought it was the best thing in the world. I go back to I tell people this all the time, and I think I've mentioned it on the pod before. Is I remember playing the original Street Fighter game in the arcade where it was the stick and it had the huge buttons that you could literally take your fist and hammer fist the button because they were so big to do. But I remember playing the original Street Fighter and the original Mortal Kombat in the arcade.
Oh, those are good games. Those like, it's weird like being like remember playing those games and then playing like Mortal Kombat now.
Yeah,
it's crazy how insane like everything's gotten.
Well, there's two games or no, there's two things that cost me being at college for the 1 year that I was. One was playing euchre in the student union all the time for money. Like we literally sit there all day and just play euchre for money, and I'd walk out with like $50. But then the other was Mortal Kombat 2, and just playing it and just wrecking people left and right, playing it on an arcade, just one right after another. Just people were putting up money, and I just keep going. I lost here and there, but I mean most of the time I was just sitting there just playing over and over and over again. It was pretty awesome.
I love those games. You can't beat the classics sometimes.
Right. What was the very first game that you ever played though?
First game I ever played, it would definitely be, as far as I can remember, like going back, it'd have to be Mario.
Okay. The original Super Mario?
Yeah. And then just be Mario. Like I was a Mario kid, and then went on from there. Street Fighter, Dr. Mario.
Right. Oh, Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario, I think, was highly underrated because, it was the whole Tetris, Dr. Mario, back and forth. People were, like, comparing them, and I'm like, you can't compare them. But I used to play Dr. Mario like a fiend, too, as well. What is, like, if you could, you're on it, okay, we'll do the standard question. You're stranded on a desert island, and you have whatever console it's for, but you can only have one game to play for the rest of your life. What are you playing?
If you ask me right now, it'd be Apex.
But what if, let's say, you're not going to have internet or anything? You can only play.
Oh, no internet?
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, that's a hard one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Yoshi Island.
Oh yeah.
Yoshi's Island. I mean, stick with the name.
Right.
I love those are all good games, and then like Kirby and stuff like that.
Okay. Nice. Now, do you have a Switch?
I do.
Now, have you thought about streaming that, or have you streamed it?
Not yet. My next thing I want to start streaming. We just got a VR setup.
Oh.
So I wanted to stream a couple of that.
Yoshi, we going into VR chat?
Yeah, that's where my next thing is going. So we're gonna start streaming some of that here probably in the next month or so.
Rose, if you're out there, are we taking Yoshi into VR chat with us? VR chat gets bad.
I haven't tried it yet.
I won't stream VR chat. I will not stream VR chat. Rose, VR chat is gone from my PC.
I heard it gets pretty toxic from there. So
see, I want a VR setup because I want to play Beat Saber. I love the concept of it, and I played it at my one buddy's house down in Florida when I was there, and I just love it. I just love the music and everything else like that with it.
I think the coolest game I have so far is Red Hot.
Okay. Red Hot or Super Hot?
Super Hot, that's what it is.
Okay.
that fucking game. They when you're playing it, it kind of looks real and you're doing your thing. But when you start getting into it and you see like a bullet smack you in the face, or they put you somewhere up high where you look down and you're like, oh crap. Like I've stumbled a couple times because I thought I was gonna fall.
Right. Well, I played. He had the buddy had a demo of a Spider-Man game, and I was literally standing on top of this crane, looking down at like the metropolis underneath, and it was just like
the Homecoming one.
Whoa, yeah! I was like, oh
yeah,
shit,
we just got that last night.
Shit. Like, no. It's like your both of your feet are planted firmly on the ground, but it's just if you allow yourself to get sucked in, it just messes with your head. You're just like, oh my god.
My son, we had to stand behind him because he's got CP. But we were standing behind him, and on my monitor it showed when he went up to the crane.
Right.
He just looked down and started screaming. I couldn't help but to laugh.
I know.
To him, it's like it was just so real for him. And
right.
He starts panicking. I had to rip the headset off him. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I completely get it, man. Because there was one too we did where it was you were at a space station and you're outside and like there was an explosion and you start falling into space and everything, and it's just like, holy shit. It's like, I swear to God, it just feels like you're in it, but you're literally standing on your 2 feet, but you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's something I definitely got used to. That's why I wanted to try a couple things out before I started streaming anything like it. Cause it'd be the worst thing ever, just fall flat on your face when you're streaming.
Well, the other thing I've seen too, and if I had endless amounts of money, I would do it, would be like to get the force feedback vests and everything.
Oh,
where you can actually feel everything happening. Like if you get shot, you feel it. I mean, that kind of shit would just be crazy to have that. Or even going, did you ever see Ready Player One, the movie?
Yeah.
Or getting something like that where you have like the treadmill, the omnidirectional treadmill, where you just literally start running and your character runs. I mean, that shit would be crazy. You want to talk about a workout?
Oh yeah, kidding. That's a VR, man. That's, you got to stand up, move. And it's pretty tense if you start playing and getting into it.
Absolutely. So Yoshi, let's say freaking all your video game systems go down. You can't play video games or anything else like that. And yes, you have your family, and I get that, and you have work. What would Yoshi love to do for fun outside of all that?
Oh, outside of work and family and stuff, honestly, sitting on a beach, swimming.
Yeah.
I enjoy
toes in the water, ass in the sand.
Yeah, just kind of relaxing. There's no need to.
Not a worry in the world. A cold beer in your hand.
Yeah, just kind of relaxing. I mean, but the other side of me says, grab a paintball gun and start shooting
Ooh.
people too. So,
God, I love paintball. I miss paintball so much.
but I'm really laid back though, man. Like I could go with anything. Like we could go jump out of a plane tomorrow, or we could sit on the front porch and drink beer.
Have you done that? Have you done skydiving?
No, I am working on it right now. Actually,
Really?
I wanted to go this year because I'm getting married in October, and we're going to Vegas. And I was trying to talk my fiance into it. So hopefully I can do it in Vegas.
Nice. Yeah, I want to skydive in like the worst way possible. I really do. I think I would honestly rather skydive than bungee jump.
Yeah, I don't like the. I've done bungee jumping before, and don't get me wrong, it's exciting. It really is
Right.
jumping so high, and you just like the only thing holding together is a rope.
Right.
But it's not free falling, thousands of feet in the air,
Yeah. Well, I would think it would be so surreal if you jumped out of the plane, you just looked and you just see like just the ground and everything, and you're just
the
floating.
ground.
And to me, it doesn't seem like it would register. I mean, yeah, you feel the wind in your face and everything else like that, and how fast you're going, but I just don't think it would register until like you were like really close to where it was like, holy shit, this is coming fast.
My beautiful wife's cooking. Sorry.
That's all right. So
yeah, no, that would be fun. Sorry.
No, you're right. Now, one of the XP giveaways you did earlier in the week was for somebody to put in their dinner as a picture into the SUPforce channel, and you let everybody know was that the quick little quip about yourself was that you're a chef. So why don't you talk about how you're a chef and what you like to fix for food and stuff like that?
So I've been cooking since I was 16. I've been to Vegas. I've cooked out there. I've cooked for casinos and all that stuff.
Right.
My cooking experience now is I'm living in a really small town, so I'm a sous chef at one of the resorts out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I love cooking, but there's a part of me that's like, kind of done it for a while. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I'm at that stage in my life where I want to try new things. So I'm heading back to school to do something different.
Okay.
Not sure what yet, but we'll find out eventually. I love cooking. My favorite thing to cook is salmon.
Yeah.
But the funny part is I don't eat it.
But you love cooking it.
I love cooking it. I love making different flavors with it. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff with fish, but I can't stand eating it.
Okay, we got to get this out of the way because Lightyear put it up. But I'm going to answer this one question. But Lightyear, I know you weren't here. We're going to wait on the questions until later. But I will do this because we have to get it and do it before it goes away. So Lightyear wants to know: Brose, Sloppy, Elmo, F1, marry one, kill one.
Oh man, what was it? Sloppy, Brose, and Elmo?
Yes.
I would definitely kill Sloppy.
Ooh.
Not because I don't love him though. So don't get that twisted. Was it love? Was it love? What?
Mary, F and Mary.
F and Mary. It'd probably be Brose to marry, and San
to
for
F.
that part.
Wow.
Yeah. Just because if you don't know this about San, he is actually a lot bigger than he looks. And then Brose, just because I feel like he'd treat me right.
Yeah, Brose. That's why I had to F you because your movies. So when you say Elmo's bigger than people think, are we saying?
Oh, he's fit. He's very fit.
Oh, okay.
He's very fit. Sorry. I didn't mean.
I thought that's why the F.
I don't know that much. We're friends, but we're not that close.
I didn't know if there was some, behind the scenes pics going on and stuff.
Only those feet pictures around here.
So I see a lot of your figures and everything in the background. Is that one of your hobbies that you like to collect? Have collectibles like that?
I do. I really can't show all of them off, but I love collecting stuff. This is my daughter's artwork.
Oh, nice. That's really good.
But yeah, I'm a really big Harley Quinn fan.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of Harley Quinn stuff down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love everything. Pretty much, if I like it, it goes on my shelf.
Okay.
Like, um,
Are you
huge Rob Zombie fan. I love Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite characters is Boo. I'm a big, I'm a big Star Wars guy. If I like it, this is where it goes.
Okay.
Like, I really don't have anything off. Deadpool, Spawn.
So
More stuff over here.
let me ask you this question since you're a Star Wars fan. Rank each movie in order of what you think the best to the worst is.
I was just talking about this the other day. So I think personally, for me, I think if you're a fan of Star Wars, you just got to be a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
like.
agree.
I'll always love the first three that they came out with. When they were just all starting up. But I like George Lucas got so much crap for anything he did.
Right.
So I try to if you like Star Wars, you like Star Wars. Just enjoy it. Like, if you get too into something and you're like, oh well, they messed that up and Jar Jar Binks and shit like that, like just be cool with it, man.
Right. Well, I went through before Rise of Skywalker. I went through all the main movies. And I threw in Rogue One in there too, but I didn't watch Solo. I still haven't seen Solo yet either. That's the one I have not seen. But
I was upset that it was another one of those movies where people were such huge fans and they saw Solo and they were just pissed about it. And for me, it was cool. You got to see a little bit of Solo's life and what happened beforehand. And
well, my biggest problem with what they did with Solo, I haven't seen it. But my only thing is with the casting is they had a kid who was like a young Harrison Ford who spoke like Harrison Ford and everything. It was like the perfect one, and they kind of brushed it off and said, no thanks. Like there's literally video of him out there like reading like parts of the movie and everything, and it's just like it sounds like Harrison Ford but he's younger. It's ridiculous.
Jeez. That's it. What's that? The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
With Baby Yoda. That is amazing show. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm so happy they did that one. Like, because they want to do like a lot of spin-offs for everything. But I mean, you come across something that every Star Wars fan like across the map is just like, yes, like this is amazing,
right?
And that's cool. So I hope they do more stuff like that. And as far as like the movies and people getting mad about stuff, I just feel like if you like something, just try to enjoy it.
I enjoyed all the movies, and I also, like I said, I go through and I went through and I was watching all of them, and people were like, "Oh, are you just going to start at 4, 5, and 6 and skip the first 3?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to skip the first 3." Like, first of all, the first movie has my favorite character of all time in there, and that's Darth Maul. I love Darth Maul, and I can't believe that I can't wait for when they're doing the movie. I believe it's a movie. I don't think it's a series that's going to be on Disney Plus, where it's his own movie about his origin story.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be, from what I've heard so far, it's going to be a series.
Yeah.
Because they're adding like Obi-Wan in there and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
And Ewan McGregor is coming back to do the Obi-Wan series too, which is really cool.
Oh yeah.
I was happy that they did that too as well. So yeah, exactly. 49. He's so pumped for the Obi-Wan series with Ewan. And we got a couple of people in here who said 49 said episode 5, 4, 3, 6, 7, 2, 9, 8, 1.
Let's
interesting.
do it like this. Get that dust off there. These are the only ones that matter. Like, that started it all. You gotta love them. So if I had to pick numbers, it would definitely be first to last of this one. These first 3.
Yeah. Empire's still my favorite though. Empire's still my favorite overall. I just think it's.
I'm just happy Chewbacca got his medal finally.
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Rise of Skywalker. It's on Disney Plus now, by the way, so you should really see it. Um, I teared up in the movie. Did you see it in the movie theater?
Yes.
I teared up at. I'm not gonna go into it, but I teared up at that one scene where you saw the space. You saw in the shuttle fly away and explodes.
Yeah.
Like my wife, because she's not. She knows the Star Wars and everything. She's not a fan or anything, and she just like stared at me, and I'm just like holding it in, and just like a tear came down my face, and I'm just like, and she's like, I really thought you were gonna lose it. I'm like, that was my childhood that they were trying to take away right there. Like you can't do that. You cannot take away my childhood like that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Valkyrie, I'm gonna have to see the Clone Wars TV show. I haven't really watched any of the TV shows like that.
Definitely get in those.
I mainly stayed in the movies, and then, like I said, I've seen The Mandalorian. Like I was so pumped for when each episode was coming out for that Friday that I was like, okay, my routine was I woke up Saturday morning and would watch the new episode. Elmo, I cried in Moana. I cry every time I watch Mighty Joe Young. Mighty Joe Young was an amazing movie. Fight me if people don't think that.
Never seen it.
Oh, you got to see it.
Never seen it.
Okay, I know there were some questions, but like I said, we were waiting to do those. I'm going to try to see if I can go back and find them. So make sure that you post them and at SUPforce, so I see them and they're highlighted. I'm going to ask the Rabble Rods question right off the bat that he asks everybody. Is no, you can't pick Yoshi because it's not a real animal. But what animal would you be and why? If you could be any animal.
If it could be any animal, it'd be a polar bear.
A polar bear?
Mm-hmm. Why? Just because I think they're strong, they're loving, and they had to adapt to like the harshest climate you can get to, like days without food. I just like their resolve, I guess I should say.
And you like the cold?
Yeah. No, I don't. I hate the cold. That's the weird part is I hate the cold, but I have always loved polar bears.
Right.
Ever since I was little, so.
Okay. DJ wants to know, what's your favorite car and why?
My favorite car and why?
Eleanor? Because I see that's what that is sitting there is Eleanor.
It is, but I can't remember the year. What was the year of have you ever seen Supernatural?
No.
I can't remember the year of the car.
But I know of the car. I don't watch it. I know people like swear by that car too in that movie.
I'm so bad with cars. Here, we'll just grab this right here. See what's got it on there.
1973 Chevrolet Impala.
1967 Chevrolet Impala. There we go.
Nice. It is a
That
classic.
is my dream car.
Nice. Big Panic wants to know, what would get you to shave?
What would get me to shave? Well, when they slowly put me in the ground, you can shave me then.
How long have you been growing that?
I actually started at my beard's kind of been like on and off. I'm just kind of letting everything go right now because we're in quarantine.
Right.
So my mustache is so big. But yeah, no, I just let it grow.
Gotcha.
Nobody sees me besides my fiance, so I'm okay with it.
Now, when you work, you have to wear like a hairnet around your chin and everything too?
No.
No?
They bought me some, but I kind of refuse to wear them. Just because, like, if you ever worn one and like the mask pushes everything like closer to your face,
right?
So like my mustache goes in my mouth and all this other stuff, and I don't really work in the line. I'm more of like a big picture kind of guy. Like
right.
I cook for 150 people or stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I'm usually pretty safe.
Gotcha. That's understandable. Cherry wants to know, I want more food talk. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, homemade, what would it be?
My wife's tacos. I mean, That's it. I would survive on tacos.
Not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. It's too easy.
Not even ashamed.
Not even gonna do it. Elmo wants to know, who is your favorite Apex Legend partner? Spoiler: there is only one right answer.
There's more questions out there, right?
Gotta give with the people what they want.
I mean, the only answer is Sand, because, like I said, I've played with him for a full year now.
Right.
Usually we're pretty good with, like, I know what he's doing, he knows what I'm doing. Lately, I can't hear anything because I don't know if you can see my headphones, but they're kind of garbage. So, waiting for new ones.
Gotcha. So we're gonna go on a little bit of a tattoo run here. So,
Oh man.
IVI says, or it's 49. He says, "I want to see the hand tats."
All right. This is my right hand. This is the exact time my daughter was born. And then these are all my miscellaneous things. I got these ones, like this one right here, just because, we're always running out of time. I think everybody makes their own luck. So I got the 13. And then, let the past be in the past and just let it die. So I got the skull. And the pumpkin's kind of messed up, so I got to redo it. But the pumpkin is just because I like scary stuff.
Okay.
My other hand is I got the lantern core rings, red, yellow.
I thought that's
green,
what it
and white.
was at first. I was like, I'm gonna ask him about that, but I figured since we're gonna go through them.
My skin doesn't hold the ink well, so I've been waiting to get these redone. My wife is the one who actually does all my tattoos.
Oh, nice.
So, and then I got my bats, Hazard, Little Moon. My favorite guy is Michael Myers, so there's a little knife right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, cool.
And then
I got the little Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah, a little test subject.
Nice.
And then my zombie bite. These are actually my son's real teeth.
Oh.
So when he was, what would we do when he was 5? He was 6. Yeah, that's why he's missing a little spot right there. He's missing a tooth at the time.
So you said you get one chance only to bite Dad.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. We pushed his teeth on there, and I told him just not hard, but bite a little bit, and then we sanitized the whole area and then tattooed him in.
Nice.
So it's like exact replica of what his mouth looked like when he was 6.
So then they said, Marina said, did getting your knuckles tattooed hurt?
No, my knuckles didn't hurt at all. The only one that I've ever had that was the worst tattoo ever was this one right here, my little lightsaber. See how it looks like complete, like it's just messed up?
Uh-huh.
I will never redo that tattoo.
Because it hurt that much?
Oh, it is the worst spot I've ever gotten a tattoo. My younger brother threw up when he was getting his done, because we all 3 have it. He threw up. My other brother, I thought he was gonna pass out because he turned bright red, and then he got instantly white.
Ooh. And
I may have not called my wife a lot of bad names. So, but she knows I love her. She just knows I'm a sissy. So.
And then Marina says, how many tattoos do you have, and which one is your favorite?
How many tattoos do I have, and which is my favorite? I have 30. I'm pretty sure I have like 39 now. And my favorite tattoo, probably my Mr. Meeseeks.
You have a Mr. Meeseeks?
I have Mr. Meeseeks. It's on my leg. I won't be able to show you. I'll take a picture of it and I'll throw it in the chat later.
Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, wait. Let me ask one more question about the tattoos, then we'll go off on my tangent. Sloppy wants to know, what tattoo do you want next and why?
My next tattoo, that's been a hard one because I'm supposed to get. My wife's gonna be doing more on me soon, but my next one, I'm thinking of a lot of like ghosts and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find something that mix like skulls and ghosts, and I kind of want a ghostly theme to everything.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm going with that. But at the same time, I want something a little whimsical, but dark whimsical.
Okay.
Because this tattoo I have right here, this is my daughter's tattoo. I don't know if you all can see that.
Okay.
It's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And I gave, so like everything on my right arm belongs to her. But as you can tell, it's hard to find whimsical stuff. Like
Right.
So that's where I'm leaning towards now.
Gotcha. Okay, so my tangent is that because you talked about Meeseeks, I see Rick behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thoughts on the new season of Rick and Morty?
I haven't started it, and the reason why is I don't have I shouldn't say I don't have TV, because I have TV obviously, but I don't have regular cable.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything in my house is internet. Like we have the Hulu and stuff like that. But I want to wait for it to come out on DVD, and I'm just gonna buy them all.
Gotcha. So you have Hulu. Did you watch Solar Opposites?
Solar Opposites? No, I haven't seen that yet.
That's the creators of Rick and Morty. It's their new show. It's all.
Oh, is the aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, we sat down and watched all that.
That's pretty funny. That's
great.
It's still Corvo sounds like Rick though. That's the thing. It's like I just hear Rick when he talks. But I liked it. I know Rabel's seen it and he likes it. But yeah, it's I honestly didn't get introduced to Rick and Morty until this past year. Honestly, like I went and binged on it all, and then was like, oh my god, this is like the greatest thing. And then finally got into it and watched it.
That's the exciting part, because like that's why I want to wait for it to all come out. Because like we still watch like the old episodes of a house.
Right.
Like, nobody's watched TV. I'll throw it on. Well, just it's all you hear is Rick and Morty playing in the background.
Yeah. Felly wants to know, what was your gateway into anime?
A gateway into anime?
Yeah.
Shoot. Dragon Ball Z was a big thing when I was a kid. My favorite movie of all time that really got me in everything was Akira. Was Akira?
Yeah,
I think you're saying
classic.
That? Yeah,
Akira is a classic.
That was one of my favorite movies. But I mean, I'm 33 years old and I still watch cartoons.
Right.
So it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah. DJ wants to know, what was your most memorable food that you created?
Most memorable food. Oof. Probably sushi for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were getting taught. We were in Vegas and we were taught how you have to have a special license to cook blowfish.
Okay.
Because if you cut it wrong, you actually kill somebody. Well, I was making sushi and remembering like watching this guy cut up blowfish and then him telling you, okay, you got to do it this way. You got to do it this way. You actually kill somebody. I actually got so nervous I left.
Wow.
I just thought I would, I know there's, if you practice and you get stuff like that, the thought of, making a tiny mistake or being too tired one night and just kind of slipping up.
Right.
But I do make sushi now. I just don't use blowfish.
Right.
Or anything that kill you.
That's crazy though. That it's like it's that much where it's like the smallest error could result in somebody's death. With that.
Oh yeah, no, that's insane. Like I just couldn't imagine watching somebody die because I messed up their sushi order.
Dizzy wants to know what your favorite food is. I don't know if it's your wife's tacos still, or if it's something else like a type of food, or is it just tacos?
Oh, it's just tacos.
Just tacos.
I love tacos. Yeah, I'm a big taco guy. I like other food. Don't get me wrong. I like classier food, but at the same time, like for some reason, nothing beats a taco and a Jack and Coke.
Right. Wolfram wants to know, what is your favorite Yoshi game?
My favorite Yoshi game, probably Yoshi Island.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Yoshi Island.
Nice. Panic says beef, chicken, or shrimp tacos.
Beef, beef and chicken tacos really good when you mix them together. It's
Okay.
really weird. I know, I love it, but beef all the way.
You don't do fish?
I'm not,
Do you do fish tacos at all?
no, I'm not really like. Remember telling me I used to collect fish tanks, stuff like that. I used to. I'm just not. I can't eat fish. Like there's something about it. Like I'd rather see fish in the water or in a fish tank than on my plate.
Okay. I understand that. You know, that's like I went hunting for the first time with my grandfather back when I was, God, I want to say it was like 17, and shot a turkey and had to I shot him in the neck, so he was sitting there gasping, and my grandfather, stepped on his neck, put him out of its misery and everything.
Mm.
And I just sit there and watch it, and I was just like, when that happened, I'm like, no way I can hunt a deer. There's no way I can hunt a deer. I just know. Turkey, I'm like, I get it and everything. It still sucked to have it do it that way, but like shooting a deer like that, and there's no way that I can do that. I just know it.
So Jam said it the best, so I kind of giggled. Jam said, "Fish,
Yeah.
fish are friends, not food."
Lightyear wants to know what's your favorite snack food.
My favorite snack food. Oh man. What the hell was I just eating the other day? What are they called? They're like cupcakes, but they're got that stuffing in the middle. I can't even remember what they're called. My wife just bought me some too. You know what I'm talking about? Those little hosters, like cupcakes. It's got a little white swirl on top.
Oh, ding dong? Or not ding dongs.
What is it?
No, they're just called Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah, maybe that's just it. Hey babe, what are those cupcakes you bought me called? They're just Toasters cupcakes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're just Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite at where I'm at now.
Okay.
But I'm kind of weird. Like if I eat something like candy wise or drink wise, like I can only do it for so long before I have to switch it up.
Right.
So.
Molly wants to know if you could change one thing in Apex, what would it be, or add something new?
If I fix one thing in Apex, it would be that Apex stops fucking with my Pathfinder. I don't like it.
The intensity on your face when you looked right in the camera and said that. I think we should send that over there to Respawn and have them actually look at that.
I've got a couple of drafts wrapped up for some letters I'm going to be sending them, but I don't think they'll read them with all the profanity in it.
Well, it's interesting too because they have what was it, the Pathfinder way? Is that the little thing that they got going on? But then they nerfed it, so it's like nobody wants to play it. But you're going to have a thing especially for Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's what I was really confused about it too. I'm like, why wouldn't you? All right, like even one of the devs said there was the season for Mirage. Okay, then release Mirage's crap and
right.
Fix my Pathfinder.
Yeah. When you fix Pathfinder, then release that stuff.
Yeah.
Wolfie wants to know what's your favorite fish you tank raced?
Oscars, African cichlids are really cool.
Yes, they are.
But I love Oscars because you can train an Oscar to literally like when I had them so they would like follow my finger around, or you walk by and tap on the tank and they come up to the top and they'd start flaring their mouths. They're super aggressive, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But they're just an amazing fish. Like I loved raising them. I had a few that I had when they were just little tiny little Walmart guys.
Yeah.
And I ended up having them in a 120-gallon fish tank, I think it was. But Oscars are definitely.
My old neighbor, where I used to grow up, they had a whole tank of Oscars, and it was just you see them drop the feeder fish in and just go to town, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're gone.
But I used to have a freshwater tank that was when I was 19, 20 years old. when my cousin lived with us, and it was all African cichlids, and it was so awesome. It's like if you can't afford to do a saltwater tank and do it the right way, that's a tank you should do is an African cichlid tank because it's just the variety of fish you get alone is just amazing and just they're beautiful and they're just awesome to just sit there.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah,
just
no,
sitting
they're
there on the couch,
amazing.
you know, with the lights dimmed down and just watching the tank. It's just so relaxing.
Yeah, they those are probably my second favorites.
Right.
I had a clown knife that's had he got huge. Um, I think it's my three top fish that I love. I just love having around. It's African cichlids and Oscars and the clown knife. He just looked amazing swimming around.
Well, it's funny too because I asked my my neighbor too. I'm like, why did you? Because I seen how aggressive they were. I was like, why did you go with Oscars instead of just getting a fucking piranha? And that, and he's like, well, they're aggressive, but they're not as aggressive as a piranha. They're still, you know,
Yeah, you're not gonna lose a finger.
right,
You know,
right,
it might hurt for a second. You'll be all right.
right. Rabs asks, have you ever done a native fish tank?
Native fish tank? No. I've always been. Nah, I really just stick with the ones that like really kind of catch my eye. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Well, the problem is he's out here in Michigan, Rabble. So I mean, our fish
yeah,
are
you'd have to like
perch.
pike and try and pike swim around your living
Yeah.
room. No, that's
Right. Big Panic says I had a goldfish I won from a fair and it started turning to full blown carp and I had to get rid of it. It was still growing and it was up to 5 inches.
yeah. Lucky it lasted that long. Those things don't last too long in the house.
Rebel said he had a rock bass and a bullheads in a 200-gallon tank.
Oh wow.
Jesus. Yeah, you're
That's
right, Cherry.
insane.
Around here, you would need a swimming pool sized fish tank for our fish.
I couldn't even imagine.
That's crazy. So you have the Pit Boy there too. I see that. Are you a Fallout fan?
Yeah, I am and I'm not. Like it's one of those games where I like playing,
Mm-hmm.
but I never really got like super into it. And I don't even own the last one that came out with.
Okay.
Like I think was it Fallout Vegas is probably my first one I ever played. So it's just kind of one of
Okay.
those.
So you
games
didn't even
like,
do Fallout 3. You went right to Fallout New Vegas
Mm,
and then didn't do Fallout 4 or Fallout 76.
no, I had 4. I just never finished it.
Okay.
I think it got lost when we moved because we moved into a new house.
Gotcha. Yeah, and 76 was multiplayer online. So.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything good about it, so I was kind of waiting.
Yeah. Cherry wants to know, have you been to all the Great Lakes?
No, where I live now is basically it for me because I was raised in Vegas. So yeah, this is kind of just it for me. I like traveling, but I don't travel in Michigan, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like I've been pretty much everywhere else, but I don't travel around Michigan.
Because you're like up here, right?
Yeah,
Up in this area? Okay.
yeah, yeah. It'd be like right here.
Yeah. You should shoot over to see Superior, man. That's awesome over there. Superior.
We went to, what was it when I was driving? I went over the bridge that we have up north, and that's probably it.
See, I've been to, I think all of them except for, what haven't I been to? Well, no, I was talking about Michigan. Michigan's nice. I haven't been to Superior. That's what I haven't been to. I've been to everyone but Superior because I have never been that high up in the Upper Peninsula to go there.
I mean, like where I live, like there's the lake's literally like what, mile and a half up the road. So I mean,
Gotcha.
I'm always by a lake. That's
Yeah.
where we always swim. But
Right. I feel like my only experience in Michigan is mostly Muskegon. Yeah, I know Muskegon. Been there. I was there last September, actually. Let's see here. Brose wants to know, is that a Pokemon card back there? And they want to know what Pokemon card that is.
this is one of my favorites. It's Zapdos. I got Zapdos, and then I have the Detective Pikachu.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, I was a Pokemon fan for a while. Jeez, Yoshi talk. I was a huge fan for a while. My all-time favorite will always be Squirtle, though. So,
Right.
but those two are definitely my favorites.
Gotcha. Valkyrie wants to know, are you a music person? If so, any bands you've seen?
Yes. I've seen Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson. Not my. I mean, he didn't really put on a good show. Marilyn Manson did.
Very disappointed.
Yeah, I was extremely, from all the crazy stuff you hear about him and you see him live, and it's kind of like, but it was still cool to see. And then we went and seen, my last band that I seen was In This Moment and Five Finger Death Punch, and we got to meet let's bring me something cool. So this is the last concert I went to. We were VIPs.
An important MFer.
Oh yeah. And we got to see I got to meet Ivan. That was amazing. Like, told him I was so excited I was gonna pee my pants, and he's like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So that was cool.
So
really nice
did?
dude. Oh, I was so nervous because like he's one of my favorite bands. Like, he's awesome. And then my sister got me tickets to see him, and I got VIP pass and stuff like that. And went and seen him, and he's super nice dude, super relaxed. But I get real nervous. Like, I shouldn't say. Let's put it this way: I wasn't super nervous meeting him. But when you meet somebody you've only ever seen on like YouTube or something like that, like, your fucking brain just shuts down.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Well, probably one of my most memorable meet and greets I did was I went to the first Family Values concert. So the meet and greet consisted of Orgy, Limp Bizkit when they were first coming on, Korn, and Rammstein. I met all of them on the meet and greet, like one right after another. They had different tables that you would walk up to and see them. And that Family Values tour was all those guys plus Ice Cube. And Ice Cube wasn't part of the meet and greet, but my seats were on the side of toward the side of the stage, and you could see like all the acts coming up and out and everything. And there was Ice Cube there, and I hollered at him. I'm like, Ice Cube, and I threw up the double. I go, West Side, and he just goes, yay, yay, and I was like, oh my god, I'm dead. Fuck it, I can go right now.
this is definitely like the coolest moments, though. It's just like,
oh yeah,
when you meet somebody like that.
Cherry wants to know, how much do you want to punch Spuds?
How much do I want to punch Spuds?
Yeah.
You know, Lightyear's been a good friend of mine for a while, so a lot. But I get a chance to punch him all the time because we grew up in the same town. We became friends, and then he actually only lives a couple minutes away from me. So. Oh, and
Rabs wants to know, have you seen the remake of the original Pokemon movie on Netflix?
No, I refuse to watch it.
Oh.
I don't think they should have touched it. I seen my kids were watching it, and I walked out and seen it. But to me, it was more of like when you were a kid and you walked into the movie theater and you got your Pokemon card when you walked in. It was like a big build up, and I was all excited.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing it now, it's just kind of like, like I could have did without,
Right.
to be honest.
Now, I think there's something underlying here with these next set of questions. So you're gonna have to tell me, and I'll probably gear it by your reaction. But
Okay.
Rose wants to know your opinions on ICP. And I'm sure this next question from Sloppy goes right along with it. Have you been a part of the so-called Juggalo community?
Guys are dicks.
So obviously you were a part of the Juggalos.
Yes, a
Or
long time
are you
ago.
still a Juggalo?
No.
Not once
All
a
right,
Juggalo, always a Juggalo?
So here's the thing. When I was younger, I was really big in ICP. I think I got it done when I was 18. I was not even like 19, but huge fan. And so I got this.
Oh no.
And I know you can't really tell in the
I know
video,
exactly
but
what that is.
It's super scarred, and it's just a terrible tattoo. So I got kind of drunk one night and decided, yes, I've always wanted the Hatchet Man tattoo on me. And my buddy did it with a radio motor and like a pencil, like, I'm talking about like the pen casing and just a needle. Now, I woke up covered in blood. My chest filled with blood.
Oh my.
And the first thing I remember is him holding a towel over it. And my other friend saying, "Oh, don't worry, it's going to be fine." So that's where we went with that. And it's one of those tattoos that's always been, it's not embarrassing, but it's just like, like I was young and dumb. Like, come on.
Okay. I've been to a couple of ICP concerts. Okay, you're from the Metro Detroit area, you know ICP. You're in the Michigan area, you know ICP, especially during those times where they were big. Okay, you just do. And I went to a concert where they would literally take Faygo, shake it up, and bounce the freaking things off of the stage out into the audience. And luckily, I knew about this and was off to the side to where I would not get hit with Faygo, because I was like, fuck that, I'm not getting showered in Faygo, I'm not that into it. But I did like their songs and stuff like that. So
Like, don't get me wrong, like every once in a while you'll hear like the songs coming from a house, but
who's going chicken hunting?
Who's going chicken hunting?
See? Call me the dead body man.
It's a dream,
bro.
Well,
I don't.
So don't get me wrong. It's one of those. It's one of those tattoos. I just kind of
right.
It's kind of left there, just because it got a good story to it.
It's a good story, and it's part of your history too.
Yeah.
Before I get to the next question, I meant to ask you. So you grew up in Michigan, but you went to Vegas for a while, right?
Yep.
So when did you go to Vegas? Like, how old were you?
I was in Vegas from 8 until 16. And then I went back to Vegas when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed out there for probably until I was 22.
Okay.
No, I was 23 when I came back home.
You just came back here because everybody was here, your family and that?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends that, I missed and stuff like that. So, but I went from kindergarten to, I think it was like third or fourth grade here.
Yeah.
But Vegas is fun. It's just like, now that I have kids, this is not something where I want to live.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, definitely gonna enjoy our vacation out there, but
now I hear from different people, 3 days is enough in Vegas. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, 3 days is enough.
You don't want to go for a week.
No, I have family out there, so like we're going for a week, but I know how to get away from all the tourist stuff.
Right.
And all that stuff.
But like somebody like me that has no roots whatsoever, nothing out there, if I was going out there, you'd say like 3 days would probably be good.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's a lot,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's just like it's enough. Like
Right.
you guys seen it.
Big Panic wants to know favorite Girl Scout cookie. Only one answer.
Uh, was it mint? The mint
Thin
thin
mints.
mints, thin mints. I
But
haven't had
see,
them so long.
but see,
I
I'm
love frozen thin mints on a hot day.
see, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of like mint chocolate chip either or anything like that. I just don't like that. I love tagalongs. Tagalongs are the shit. Love tagalongs. But chocolate and peanut butter, you can't go wrong.
Not true. Well, it's just good. Throw them in the freezer. Get go outside and enjoy them.
um, Wolfie wants to know what's your favorite Fago.
My favorite Fago. Oof. Oh man, that's a hard one. 'Cause I love all the Fagos. I think I think Red Pop's my favorite.
Yeah, not a
But
rock and rye fan.
I like Rock and Ride, but if I like my wife went to the store and bought me something, she'd grab that 'cause she knew I like that more.
Okay, here's a quick one for you. Moon Mist, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Ooh, Moon Mist. Probably gonna have to go with thumbs down.
Oh, I love Moon Mist.
I I don't know what it is. It's not. It's just kind of weird taste to it, I guess.
Oh, let's see, I'm a sucker for orange though too. Orange and rock and rye are probably my favorite Fago flavors.
Orange is good. They had a candy apple when I was younger, and I've always wished they'd bring that back.
Right.
I don't know. It was so good. Yeah, I mean it's because I was.
You're absolutely right, Elmo. Any food that is minty is no bueno. The only time I want mint is when I'm chewing a piece of gum to cover up my bad breath. That's the only time I want anything minty. Is that way. So.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't beat it. I don't like mint ice cream though. Like I've
Right.
never been a mint ice cream kind of dude. It's just the thin mints.
So what? How long have you and the missus been together?
We've been together 5 awesome 5. So I'm doing good. It's when I ask me more questions like that. We've been together for 5 awesome years.
Oh, nice. And when's the wedding ish? You don't have to say the exact date if you don't want.
October 31st.
October 31st. Okay, we're crashing it, everybody. Let's go.
Vegas. We'll be in Vegas. Come on out. More the merrier.
Jan wants to know what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Superman. I don't know if they have it anywhere else but Michigan, do they?
I don't
You ever had
know.
Superman ice cream?
See, I remember being young and everything, going to the ice cream truck and getting the superhero cup. You know, where it was the swirl
Yeah,
of
the
Superman
little-
ice cream. Yep,
yeah.
with the wooden spoon with it, the wooden paddle, basically.
Yeah. That's why I can't remember, like, because I know out in, like, Vegas and some places they don't have it. And I've never really asked for anybody else, but I thought it was just a Michigan thing. There we go.
Right.
Got
I don't know
stutter
what
going on.
where Panic is at, but he says Kroger sells Scooperman. LOL, same thing. Well, see, there is actual Superman ice cream that actually has the Superman logo on it, but this is more or less. It's basically not rainbow sherbet, but it is rainbow sherbet because it's blue, yellow, red, white, all of them mixed in, and it's just like a pinwheel swirl in it when you look at it. So, but
Yep.
I know that there's actual like Superman logo ice cream out there, but that's not the same thing that we're talking about.
I'll have to.
Yeah,
go to the ice
Panic.
cream.
It looks like Play-Doh. That's it. That's exactly it. It looks
Yeah.
like Play-Doh. That's good, but my favorite, hands down, is Moose Tracks. Chocolate Moose Tracks is phenomenal.
choice.
Love that. I love cookies and cream. And then I recently found, because it's a local company in Michigan, is Tillamook, and they actually have a chocolate peanut butter ice cream, where it's chocolate with just chunks of peanut butter in it. Not peanut butter cups, nothing like that. It's actual chunks of peanut butter in it. It's phenomenal. Okay, Lightyear's question. We're going to say money's off the table. You can move anywhere. Where would you go and why?
Japan. Um,
So you can learn how to cut blowfish the right way.
yeah. I don't want to move to like the cities of Japan. I've always wanted to have like a house out in the country kind of thing.
Right.
I think their culture is amazing. Um, and as I got older, I kind of realized like you know it's just very peaceful. I think very peaceful.
Right. Well, it's interesting because my cousin, well, he's my second cousin, my cousin's kid. He actually graduated and went to college, and then moved. He got a internship out in Japan to be a translator and everything. And seeing his pictures and everything else from there, and he even got himself a girlfriend because I just recently found that out. But seeing the pictures and all of the history and everything out there is just amazing to look at and everything. I think I would die because I am like as American as you can get. I am a straight up hillbilly when it comes to food because I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I've said it in the chat before is that give me a steak and mashed potatoes. I'm happy. I can eat that for the rest of my life, over and over again. I also like other foods than that, but like if you serve that to me every day, I'd eat it time and time again. No questions asked. But
So if you were like stuck somewhere out there, like, and do you think you try a lot of different foods?
probably not.
No, oh, man.
Probably not. I've seen some of the
I
stuff.
always wanted to try
like,
scorpions and stuff like that.
Nope.
I always thought that would be good.
no desire to do anything like that. I would try like other kinds of stuff, but like shit like that, there's no way. Like I'd want to go to, like I said it for myself, if I could go anywhere, I'd want to go to Scotland, Ireland,
Ooh, yeah.
everything over there in the UK. I would like to go over to that section and that, but like I would never try haggis. No way. That's gross. Sheep's stomach stuffed with shit? No thank you.
It's definitely a different and required taste.
Yeah.
I've had it, and it's something different.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I just found out recently that I was Scottish and Irish and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
Got a DNA test. I grew up my whole life thinking that I was English and was it Italian, and I knew I had some Irish in me.
Right.
But yeah, we just recently found out I have none of that, and I'm just Scottish and Irish. So
What,
I'm definitely gonna go out there one day.
did you do one of those 23andMe's? Is that what you did?
The Ancestry.com
Okay.
packages, the DNA test.
That's
yeah,
what you
we
did?
sent that in. Yeah.
I wanted to do that. I found it interesting that I would really love to do it. My wife, she doesn't have to do it because she's 100% Korean. She was born in South Korea and got adopted and brought over here when she was like 10 months old. So she knows she's Korean. But me, it's like I've been told like I'm English, then I've heard I'm Scottish, and I heard I'm Irish, and that I would love to do something like that and just find out this is what you are, where your history is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you have the chance to do it, I mean, even if you kind of know where you're from, like, I mean, obviously, but just give it a try. Like I've found out so many family members
Mhm.
that I have. I like stuff like that. Like I have a first cousin that's like downstate, and that's just really cool to me.
Right. Brose says, can't forget that little bit of Canadian in you, Yoshi.
Oh, Rose. Yes. My ancestors came from Ireland and Scotland, and they settled in Canada, moved to Pennsylvania, and then we're here.
Gotcha. Nice. Lightyear says Yoshi is a mutt.
Oh man. After this I can come to your house and hurt you, right?
Meanwhile, we're going to end this, and then all of a sudden he's going to hear ding dong, and there's just going to be you, just like this. Remember that question about how much I want to punch you?
Yeah, it's a lot now. It's a lot more.
Do we have any other questions for Yoshi out there? Now, Yoshi, are you going to be going live after this with some more Apex?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live. I plan on doing a super long stream tonight. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the XP giveaway is to find something on my shelf that's missing. So I hope you all played close attention. But I'm gonna do a super long stream tonight.
You just muted yourself.
And I muted myself. I was trying to wipe something off my spacebar. But the late night stream, I'm probably gonna do something where I can do questions and answers,
Okay.
like like something you can't look up on Google, I should say.
Gotcha.
So throughout the night, we're gonna give away a couple things of XP, and then this week I was thinking about doing more with SUPforce stuff. Like I said, I have 2 dogs.
Mm.
I think mine are the cutest in the world, but I'd like to see more pets, stuff like that. So we're gonna see how we're gonna go from there.
And I just want to tell you too is that we talked about it as a staff team too, and the fact that you're using your XP as well to not only for your stream but also to get people involved more on the Discord server for Support Force is absolutely amazing, and it's one of the like most selfish things that you could see somebody do like that. Like that's how much it's awesome about this community is somebody like you, Yoshi, that will take part of their allotment of XP they're giving away for people, which obviously it's to bring people into your stream from the community and that so that way they can get the XP. But for you to sit there and take your XP and say, you know what, I'm gonna give you some XP, but you have to go out and since I'm a chef, go out and put like your dish that you're making for dinner, and we'll give out XP based on the dish that I like the most. Like that's amazing to me that you do that. And then you're talking about having people put pictures of pets and stuff like that. That's amazing as well. So thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts, for including everybody like that. That's an awesome use of your power for the next 2 weeks, and we really appreciate that, man.
Also, I know a lot of people I do giveaways on my channel, like little like merch type stuff like that. Like I got the show lighters, things like that. But I think um, when I started, I wanted to do something different than everybody else was doing. Like, yes, you can come on my channel, sit there, and wait until I give away XP. But I wanted to see when I even got it, I said on my little spiel in my paragraph that I wanted to meet new people.
Right.
I wanted to talk to more people. I wanted to see because there's a lot of stuff. I remember that they're across seas and they're sleeping right now, or they're just waking up,
Right.
and you're not gonna be able to catch my stream. So my whole plan was get people involved in SUPforce, get them hyped about things, and because like I said, when I first came in, you guys made me feel welcome. There was I made affiliate in the day. Like that's
Hopefully
how.
we still make you feel welcome.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, definitely. But I mean, it's been amazing part of my streaming thing is just meeting new people and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to give away more, make it more everybody kind of thing.
Right.
Not just like, oh, I couldn't make Yoshi stream the other night, so I didn't get a chance to win. And I hope it builds. I hope it gets more people talking. Is what I want to do.
Yeah.
My main goal is get everybody talking to each other. Like, if you're new, like, don't be afraid to put "Hey" in chat and "How's it going?" or stuff like that. That's my main goal.
Right. No, I got you. I completely get it, and I'm with you on it, 110%, man. You're doing awesome things. And like I said before in the intros, that you're an amazing creator and an amazing human being, man. And I'm happy that I get to say that I know you.
I appreciate it, and yes, please don't let my tattoos and my beard fool you. I'm a nice dude.
I said he's a teddy bear. Cherry had one more question for you. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green. I like the mixture of black and green. Like my car's black and green, my desk's black and green, my computer's black and green. But my favorite color is green.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a Monte Carlo.
Ooh.
Custom Monte Carlo.
What year Monte Carlo?
2006.
Ooh, bro. I miss my old Monte Carlo from that year. That body style so much, man. I had a forest green one. That was my color of mine, and I named it Buttercup for the Powerpuff Girls. That character. Nice. That's what, because she was green, and I even had a little sticker of her in my one window. But I loved that car, dude. I dropped the transmission in that thing because I was neutral slamming too much in it because it was automatic, and I was leasing it, so I literally tossed the keys to the dealership because I had to tow it in, and I said, "Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the trans just dropped in it. The car is like a year old, so that should not happen." They're like, "Oh, well, what are you doing in it?" I'm like, "I'm just driving it normally. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna tell them that I was neutral slamming."
Right.
Fucking put that thing in neutral, rev the engine up, and just slam it in and drive and squeal the tires. No, I'm not telling them I was doing that. But that was the great thing about leasing was that it was just like, here you go, you take care of it.
What's it? Uh, I have a Decepticon airbrush on the hood.
Ooh,
In green, like little lightnings coming around it. Like I don't know if you're showing that off, but I'm a
nice.
Decepticon fan. So go bad guys. But I had it custom painted after I got into a car accident. Like I was on my way to get brakes, and the guy in front of me slammed on his brakes because the guy in front of him decided out of nowhere he was going to let somebody turn out in front of him. Like he stopped all of traffic.
Right.
And it was raining, and I slid right in the back of his car, and it went through my headlight. My radiator was busted up, and I rebuilt it. Like I got the hood, the bumper, fixed everything up on it, and I love that car. So I got it painted one day, and
Right.
it's my baby.
Rebel wants to know, is it supercharged?
No, everything's stock in it. I got to get I wanted to work on like the look of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was gonna see where I wanted to go from there because, like I said, I have a problem with going fast. It's a real big problem, but I like so like stomping on the gas for me in my Monte Carlo now is perfect because if I get hurt or something like that, or if I die, my wife will probably kill me again. So, but no, we've done like crotch rock and stuff like that. We've gone like 130 on those.
Yeah.
But now I just kind of want it to look nice. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be fast, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like, I don't want to wrap it around a tree.
Reb says we can fix that with a winky face.
We'll bring it up sometime. We'll see what you can do, Rabs.
See, my thing was I went from that boat of a vehicle. My next car after that was a freaking Pontiac Vibe. So I went from the boat to. I was dating.
Feel better. We have what is our Ford called?
It's a 16 Ford Flex.
16 Ford Flex.
Okay,
so that's
the
what
box.
I'm driving around.
The box
Yeah,
on
the
wheels.
box, the mom box. Yeah.
Well, I
Why
was
not back?
I was dating my wife at the time when I had the Monte Carlos when I first started dating her. And then I went to the Vibe, and she goes, "It is so freaking weird seeing you in that car after seeing you in the Monte Carlo because you're in this big boat and everything. Just relax and yeah, let's just go." And then you get into that Vibe, and you're just like, "Fuck."
That's how I feel driving my wife's car. Is like, I usually put my Monte Carlo down for the winter, and because you know how the salt is around here.
Yeah.
Your car whole. But that's how I feel driving her car. It's just like,
And then probably because I loved my Monte Carlo, and then I got a 300M. I'm sorry, no 300C, with the Hemi in it, and I love that car. I love that 300. It was just like I remember my dad had a Saturn View when he came up from Florida with my mom, and we were going down 696, which you know what 696 is, right? So we're just flooring it, and then my dad just goes zooming past me because I'm doing 70, and he goes zooming past me, probably doing like 90. And I went, "All right, old man," and just fucking hit the gas. My daughter was in the back seat, which I didn't. It was one of those things where, like, I knew my dad went by me, and I'm like, "Oh hell no!" And I just hit the gas and just went. And then next thing you know, I went screaming by him like, eh, and I looked out at the speedometer. I was going 135, and I'm like, "Woo, let's dial that back a little bit, okay?" I got my daughter in the back seat, so I can't I can't do that.
We went to when I was out in Vegas. My buddy had the Mustang, one of the newer Mustangs.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I did. I got it and just stomped on the gas. And God, that's what I'm so afraid is like I plan on doing more work to Monte Carlo, obviously, but I'm so afraid if I get like my car that I want and stuff like that, that it's just I'm gonna have a lot of speeding tickets, and my wife's gonna be very upset. So trying to keep it easy right now.
Probably my worst stretch was I got 3 speeding tickets within a week and a half. 2 of them were from the same state police officer. And I was like, when I saw him walking up, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, please don't let him recognize me. Please don't let him recognize me. Because I would for sure get the worst of it at that point in time. But
so the cops around here, they're not nice about things. So
yeah,
there's too many of them. They're all bored. That's the problem.
I understand that. Well, if we don't have anything more, Yoshi, I'll give you a second here. You can talk to the people, thank them and everything, and we'll roll out of here and let you get to streaming, and we'll go ahead and raid you with this group of people as well.
All right. Well, in that case, thanks everybody so much for everything you guys do. Being a part of this is it's amazing for me. Like, when you first start out streaming, you get that one person watching you, things like that. But at the same time, like, you don't get to, I like interacting with people. So you don't get that, interaction. So when you guys come in to anybody's stream, like I got a computer now, so I pull up a lot of tabs, and it's just amazing to see like you guys coming out and just saying, hey, or, how's your day going?
Right.
Stuff like that, just to give that particular streamer a high five. But it meant a lot to me, and becoming a feature creator meant a lot. And I'm a dad of 4 kids, so you probably hear my kids running around, but you guys are amazing. So thank you very much, and hopefully we can do some more things together. And maybe, and like I said in my thing too, if you want to play something or anything, hit me up. I'd love to play with you guys and meet more of you, and let's get out there and show everybody a bit of love.
Absolutely, man. Can't say it better myself. I mean, amazing words from an amazing content creator here, folks. Yoshi, thank you so much for being here. Taurus just put up all of his links and everything. Make sure you hit him up and everything. Stay around for a while. We're going to be rating Yoshi and giving him that love that you get when you're on the podcast. So thank you so much, dude, again for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And, just as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember that happiness is a state of mind, peace, love, and financial security to all. If you're going to have sex, wear a condom. Help control the pet population if your pet's spayed or neutered. And remember, as always, stay blessed. Have a great night, everybody.
Later.
Awesome job, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man.
You did a great job, man. Just everything was great, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It was fun.
So go get your stream set up, get live. Like here, you have 2 minutes and 50 seconds right now before the song ends and we raid you. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Talk to you
later.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Make sure you stick around. We are going to be raiding Yoshi. Thanks, Panic. I appreciate it. Don't be by, Elmo. You're going to stay in here and get the raid.